Okay, let me start off with saying sorry. I realize I look like complete and utter crap. Um, this is actually a rant video. I got into an argument with a friend of mine today, and I feel like this isn't said enough. If somebody comes to you and needs you there for them for advice or support in any way, shape, or form, be there for them. They come to you because they think that they can trust you, and they don't want you to blow up in their face and do the exact opposite of that, like name calling or blowing the whole situation out of proportion. Like, please, come on. If somebody comes to you about, something that's happened in their family, just listen, okay? I suck at helping people. I suck at helping anyone, but I listen. I'm there for anyone who needs it. If somebody comes to you saying that, like, you're my best friend, I can, we can tell each other anything, then listen. They're obviously you're doing something right if they think you're their best friend, and I hope you are if they're saying it. But I mean, be there. If somebody tells you, I think I have an eating disorder, or, I just don't like the way I look, and, they tell you that they do these things to themselves that makes them feel better, don't look at them and say, well, I weigh this much. Does that make me fat? Like, that's not okay. And if you see somebody's cuts or scars, even, don't stare and don't point it out because that is ridiculous and the uttermost douchiest thing to do in the whole entire planet. Like, come on, please, knock it off. Nobody cares what you think. Like, believe it or not, nobody gives a shit on your opinion on somebody else. Okay? Because you're just being a douchebag and making that other person feel a million times worse about themselves. So that's not cool. If you go to somebody about something, do try to make sure that they are somebody that you know you can trust them, because they're just going to make fun of you and then they're going to hold it over your head. And that's not cool. That is like, that's awful. Like, don't do that. And I don't think people say it enough. And I don't know, I got into an argument with my friend today, and I had told him a couple things, and he sent me a picture of, I don't even know, of just somebody who was basically just skin and bone, and asked them if that's my true image of beauty. No. And even if it was, it's none of your business, for one. And who are you to criticize how I want to see myself? If I look into a mirror and I don't like what I see, then that's my business, you know? You have no business telling me, "Oh, well, you're dumb for thinking that." I mean, you can tell me, "No, no, whatever." I'm not going to believe you. But still, anybody can say that to anyone else. But I mean, the fact that you are saying it makes you the biggest dick on the planet. I mean, it's true. Seriously, it is just completely true. You cannot go around criticizing your friends, for one. If you're going to be that one friend who everything that you say is right, like, oh, well, I'm going to be the leader of this group from now on, and whatever I say goes, and my opinion is your opinion as well. No, I can't. I just stop, okay? I can't do that at all. I just can't. This is why I don't have very many friends, is because I'm a huge dick. I mean, I am. But if somebody came to me, and they need help, I'm not going to change the subject on them. I'm not going to completely ignore them. I'm not going to criticize them. I'm not going to never talk to them again. I mean, that's insane. You cannot do that to people, you know? And there's so much crap going around right now. I mean, so much. This year is completely insane. I know where I am, at least, it is. We had a little kid hurt herself to the extent where she could not stay here anymore. Like, this girl took her own life because of what people were saying to her. And that is completely and utterly ridiculous. I hope that whoever drove her to that looks back on it and kicks themselves in the ass for it every day. I hope it's hard for them to get out of bed, because maybe, just maybe, they will find out, how she felt. Because it's hard when you don't like anything about yourself, when you are just tired of everything, your family fighting or your friends never being there. When you're tired of everything, it's hard to get out of bed in the morning, and it's hard to go to school. Social anxiety, that makes school hell for anyone, and everyone should know that. You cannot say things to people that, I mean, even if you're just joking, do not say, if you have to second guess it, don't say it. And if it just slips out of your face, like, just don't, just stop. You need to have a block up there. I mean, seriously. Everybody has to have a mental filter. I have friends that have no mental filter whatsoever. And, well, they're not my friends anymore. If your friends are making you feel like shit on a day-to-day basis, you do not need them in your life. You don't. They are the last people you need to be around and be, dealing with. Because it's ridiculous. Nobody should have to deal with that on not just a day, ever. You should not, like, if someone comes to you, you should not have to say, oh, well, I don't have time for this. You have your own problems, but maybe you guys can talk. It's not that hard to talk to somebody. It's not that hard to sit there and listen to them. But to change the subject on them when they're trying to vent to you, for you to just up and change the subject is completely ridiculous. Like, I'm so done with that. I have friends that have their own problems, and we talk to each other. I have my own problems, they have theirs. They're my friends. We get each other, obviously, we're still friends. But I mean, you have to be able to talk to people, and you have to be able to let people talk to you. The world does not revolve around you. And I mean, I'm not saying that the kids that are distressed are, I want to say innocent, but that's not the right word. But like, if you're one of those kids that are distressed and you just want help, you have to understand that the people you're talking to might, there's something might be wrong there too. You have to understand that other people have their problems too. Everybody has their own problems. You cannot expect everybody to just drop everything and just run to you because something's wrong. It's just, it's sad. Because I know people, and half the time I'm one of those people that are just like, I can't do this anymore. I just want to be alone. I mean, this is where I am right now, my room. I do not leave my room. I barely leave my room. If I need something, I'll ask my sister to get it. Because half the time I cannot stand seeing my family. And I know other people feel like that. And I know people will tell you, oh, it's just a teenage thing. Or you don't want to go to school. It's just a phase. Because high school is just a phase. And it'll be over. Oh, what, you got 2, 3 more years? Go ahead. You'll be fine. No. Do not tell somebody it's just a phase. You'll be okay. It's just you being a teenager. Because it's not. Okay? That's like things that are okay and that completely. I mean, you can't. You can't do that. You cannot tell people that they're not important, and you can't make fun of them. If somebody's thin, don't be like, oh, well, you're really skinny, what are you, anorexic? Anorexic isn't an adjective, okay? None of those things are an adjective. And it's not something for you to use in your bio, okay? Oh, well, I'm self-harmer, I do this, I do that. No, that's not, you should not be proud of it. I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed. I mean, some people are. If it's something that happens, it happens. Don't be ashamed. Don't be proud either. Don't go around saying, oh, well, I do this and I do this. Just don't. And don't be one of those people who point it out. Don't be a dick. I think that's the whole thing. This whole thing is about is don't be a dick. You have to understand that people have their problems. You may have your own problems, but they have their own too. You can't be a douchebag. You can't be a dick. I mean, it's simple. You just can't. You gotta knock it off. Because I'm tired of seeing my friends hurt. I'm tired of seeing people hurt. I mean, my followers on Tumblr, I'm always there for them. I get one of them maybe talks to me every now and then, which it doesn't bother me in any way. I mean, I'm there for them. I'm there for anybody who needs it. And I have people that are there for me in a heartbeat. They see my feed and like, hey, And I want you to be that person that can be there for other people, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but I don't care. You need to. You need to stop being a dick. I mean, everybody. Just stop. I'm a dick. I know I should quit, but I mean, I've been walked over my whole entire life. It's about time I'm allowed to be a dick. If everyone is allowed to be a dick to you, it's your turn to be a dick to them. If you lose friends, then you know who your real friends are, the ones that stayed. That's, like, probably the oldest saying ever, but it does not matter. If you flip one time, you know, you go off one time, and they leave, then they never deserve to be in your life anyways, because you're too good for them. It doesn't matter who you are, male or female, you're beautiful inside and out. And I want you to stay beautiful inside and out, because that's the way to live, you know? And I'm a halfway hypocrite for saying that. I mean, I hate everything about myself. I hate everything about the human race in general, honestly. But everybody just needs to be nice to each other.